All right, let's go on ahead and get started. Draw your oval nice and loose. Divide it vertically, horizontally, then divide the top section horizontally and the bottom. Now the first line is the hair, second line eye, third line mouth. Hem, H-E-M. Now we're going to do a series of different eyes. All right, so we're going to start on our eye line, do our frown, left side and right side, about an eye distance apart. Now we're going to put in our smile at the bottom of the frown. So just our regular smile. Next is parenthesis shape for the center of our eye. And once we have the parenthesis shape in, we're going to do a comma. That's going to be at the tops of our eye. Now we're going to do our lid. The eyelid is a frown. We're starting where it touches, and then it goes up higher, and then it comes back down to touch. Now we're doing our frown for our brow. And again, the combination possibilities are endless. Next, we're going to darken by just lowering the eye. That gives mascara and makeup on the top of our eyelid. And smile for some lashes. Now let's fill in some of the eyebrow. And again, you can do it however you want. This is just a beginning. So these are diagonal lines, thicker at the center of the face, thinner towards the right side or where the ear would be. Okay, let's move on after we finish darkening the brow to the next combination. So again, we're going to do a series of eyes. Start with your oval and loosely divide that vertically and horizontally, and then divide the top section horizontally, divide that bottom section. Now, this time, we are going to start with a bit of a smile and then a frown and then a smile. So we're combining smile, frown, smile. And then it's frown, smile, frown for the bottom. Parenthesis shape for the inside of our eye. And next is going to be the little comma at the top of our eye. Now our eyelid. This time the lid does not touch by the ears. So it touches the eye at the center of the face, but not on the left and the right. Now we're doing our shape for our brow. This time it's a much higher arc. And the left and the right brow are often different just to be able to give character. Fill in that brow with diagonal lines, thicker toward the center, thinner towards the sides of our face. Now let's darken the top of our eye with the mascara. So you're just literally going to draw that frown shape in and just lower it and push harder. That's going to give that feeling of that eye makeup. It's going to set the eye back in the socket. And next, just darken in your center of your eye where your pupil is and the iris just a tiny bit. All right, we're going to move on. This is going to be another oval. Of course, they're all ovals. Divide horizontally and vertically. And divide the top and bottom section horizontally. But now we're starting by touching at the center. And then for the left and right sides, the top of our eye does not touch our eye line. Our smile then is inside of our frown. So the frown is wider. Parenthesis shapes are more diagonal in this case for the center of our eye. And the comma goes all the way down from top to bottom. So we're just playing with differences. Our lid touches and is more angled, so it touches the eye at the center. Now darken and give some mascara and longer lashes. And on the bottom, you can go on ahead and frown and give some of those lashes as well. Do the same for the other eye. And next do our brow. So it's wider and higher than the eye itself, and this time it's flat in the center and then it has a curve towards the outer edges. So then you just want to fill in that brow. Once again, we're playing with different combinations so that you can create and capture different emotions and different feelings. All right, here's another version. Start with that loose oval, divide it vertically and horizontally like a letter T as in Thomas. Then divide that top section horizontally and the bottom section horizontally. Now this time, we are putting our eye line below the eye, and our frown starts below and it's quite wide. Then we have our smile, and it is inside of our frown. Parenthesis shape. And now we're doing our lid, and the lid doesn't touch the eye at all in this case. So that gives you a different feeling. And now we're going to do our brow, wider, and again, you can make it higher or lower, depends on you. Darken the top of your eye and add some lashes. We're not adding a comma in the eye so that you can see what that looks like. Now just give those brows a little thickness wherever you see fit. Again, that changes in fashion and it's your preference. Now let's review what line goes where because we're moving on to the mouth. Now the first line is the hair, second line eye, third line mouth. All right. So we're going to move on and we start with our oval as usual. This time we're jumping down to line 3. And again, these are guidelines. You can go a little bit above or below and you will see that as we work. Divide vertically, horizontally, divide the top section horizontally and the bottom. Next, we're doing our frown. So you're going to notice the frown goes above the mouth line and now our smile comes down and touches the mouth line. Now we're doing a smile in between both lips. And that's it for this particular mouth. Let's move on to the next. All right, oval, divided vertically and horizontally. Divide the top section and the bottom section. Do the same thing each time. Now we're going to do our mouth, but it's going to start with a smile. Then we go to a frown, then a smile again. Okay, and again, the top lip is above the line. And now our smile is underneath our top lip. And our bottom lip is a smile as well. Next, on top of the top lip, we put a little smile right in the middle, and then we frown over and down on the left and right side to connect it. That gives you the Cupid's bow. All right, here we go. Moving on to another, because again, each time you change the positioning, it gives a different feeling, and that's our goal. So set up your oval, and let's start off. This time, our frown is going to be closer and flatter to the line. So here's our frown. It's not very high from the mouth line, and it's diagonally slightly. So it's flatter on the left, curved on the right. Now for the bottom lip, just a little smile, and it's on the line. Then we frown over on the left and the right to connect it, and we give a little smile on the edges. And now the bottom lip is further away with a smile. The smile doesn't touch the left and the right. All right, we're going to move on to the next. This time our top lip is going to be a bit higher than the bottom lip, so it'll have a deeper curve. So let's go on ahead and start off with our frown. Once again, it has a deeper curve. Now our smile is going to be a little flatter. And they connect on the far left and far right. All right, now our smile for the middle of our lips is going to be to the left. And then on the left side, we frown over and connect, and the right side, we frown over and connect. So we've just moved the center of our lip. Do the same for the top lip. So your smile is on the left side. And then connect downward. And these are straighter lines connecting downward. Now we're just going to add a little bit of a smile on the left and right side and then redraw in that bottom lip. All right, so next we're going to move on to our combinations for a nose. Those are in between the eye and the mouth. So we start off with a smile. Now on the left and the right sides of the smile, put in your comma. You have the bottom of a nose with a nostril. All right, so now we're going to do the next one, and this time we're going to make some changes. So let's start off with our lines, and we know that our nose is close to the third line, somewhere above it. So we're starting with our smile, and frown on the left and right side. That's the bottom of your nostril. And that's it. We've left off the sides of the nostril, but this is also a version of a nose. All right, now we're going to create another nose. This time we are going to just make the bottom of our nose and make it a bit wider. And you will need to do different types of noses throughout your career. So here we are making our smile, and it's just a bit wider than the last time. Frown on the left and the right, just a tiny bit, and give your comma on the left and the right of that, and that makes it a bit wider. Okay, we're going to move on to another combination, and this is going to be more angled for the nostrils. So go on ahead and set your paper up. Of course, this oval always has our T dividing horizontally and vertically, then divide the top section and the bottom horizontally. So now we're doing a diagonal line that's slightly curved on the left and the right. That's the bottom of our nostrils, and they're angled. And above that, the sides of the nostrils are diagonal and angled as well. Okay, so now we're going to move on and do another. We are just going to add the bridge of the nose. So set your paper up. You remember the first line is H, second line E, third line M. And let's go on ahead and start. Our smile is above our mouth. Now we are putting our sides of the nostrils with our comma. Now on the left nostril, we are going to have a soft parenthesis curving upward toward the center. That's the bridge of the nose on the left. All right, this time we're going to do the bridge of the nose, but it's going to be on the right side. So set up your paper, H-E-M, hair, eye, mouth. The nose is above the mouth, below the eye. Start off with your smile. Now we have our diagonal nostrils to the left and the right of our smile. And on the right side, nostril, we're going to drag our parenthesis up and curve slightly towards the right. That's the bridge of the nose on the right. Next, we are going to create the bridge of the nose and have it go up to the eyebrow. So set your paper up. And let's go on ahead and start off with the smile for the nose. That's the bottom of our nose. And on the left and right, a little bit of a frown. That's the bottom of our nostrils. Now we have on the left side and right side a diagonal, and that's the sides of our nostrils. And on the left, we're coming up, and then we curve over with a frown. That's the bridge of the nose going up to the eyebrow. All right, let's do that on the right side. So set up your paper again. We're going to have the bridge of the nose and go up over to the eyebrow, but this time on the right side. All right, and here's a good thing I want to point out. The oval, I'm darkening, I'm choosing to make it a little bit longer. So the bottom of her face is going to be longer. All right, diagonal lines to start off for the bottom of the nostril. And then the right side of the nostril, we're doing a soft parenthesis up and then a frown over, and that connects to the eyebrow. All right, that's it for today. I look forward to seeing you next time.